Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to talk to you about this because it's bothering me as per usual. I jump on here and want to talk to you guys about things that are regarding your brand and regarding your business and how to really make the most of it and have a great time doing it. It's got to start with you, right? You are your business. How many times and how many people have to tell you that before you acknowledge that? And then I want you to take it one step further. Of course, you're your business, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. So how you do your life is how you're going to approach your business. You bring your goals, your desires, your vision, your dreams, your strengths, your weaknesses, all those things that you have as a person, you bring those into your business. Whatever relationship you have as a human, you are going to have very similar relationships in your business. So why on earth would you settle for being some cheap knockoff of somebody you saw? Why on earth would now be the time that you decide to be like, I'm done being me. It just isn't working anymore. It doesn't matter how successful I've been so far. It doesn't matter how many things I've done. It's okay if I'm just one of the many. You wouldn't actually say that, and yet look at your brand and listen to the way you introduce yourselves. That's exactly what you're saying, even if you don't mean to. For those who are just getting to know me, my name is Amber Griffiths, and my company is Your Brand by Design. And to be fair, all of that's true, even if you have known me for years. But I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know why I get so excited about this. I absolutely love helping people remember why they were amazing, and then take it beyond that. Ooh, you're right. I'm fabulous. I'm exciting. I'm unique, just like everyone else. But take it beyond that and really make sure that their business and your brand reflect that. Does that make sense? So you may have noticed on my yesterday on my post, you were born an original. Why would you die a copy? Why would you live like you're a copy? It doesn't make any sense to me. And yet time and time again, that's exactly what we do in our business. We get flustered about what we're doing in our marketing. Why isn't this working? And why is somebody so much further ahead than I am? And it's not a competition, but I should be further ahead. I should be making more money. I should have more clients. I should be making a bigger impact. And so rather than go back to the basics and say, okay, why did I start this in the first place? And who am I really meant to serve? And what are those unique, amazing things that I have to offer someone? We chicken out. We have a tendency to be like, well, what are they doing? And I don't mean to sound like your third grade teacher, but eyes on your own paper, people. This is not the time to cheat and copy and look at what somebody else is doing, because what they're doing may or may not work for them. It certainly won't have the same results with you. They're not your people. You're doing things differently, even if you sell the exact same widget. It's not the same. So today I wanted to share with you 3 big dangers of being a copy, of being a mimic, of being someone who gets lost in the competition, of being someone who gets so caught up with doing what everybody else is doing and doing it the same way that they lose their business. That you could lose your business. You could lose your excitement. That will be even worse. What if you lost your passion for what you're doing just because it's not working? Just because it's a little difficult, or just because you are blending in way too much? That would suck. That would absolutely suck for you. And that would make me sad. So I don't even know you. And that would just break my heart for you. So I want to talk to you about the dangers of this. The very first danger I want to talk to you about is that a copy is never as good as the original. It's just true. I don't know, this is going to date me, but it's okay. I have earned every single one of my years. When I was in elementary school, they used to have those old mimeograph machines. Like the ones, like, this is not like a copy where you push the button and it runs it for you. But like the ones that had that sticky yellowy, or that sticky purplish blue ink. Remember? And it had like the thing over it. And you put down your copy and then you roll it through the machine. Yes, that's how old I am. I help teachers do those copies. Always got it all over your fingers, right? And you pull out the original and you're like, okay, there we are. There's the copies. Those copies are never as good as the original. They are off color. They are usually monotone, in fact. They are sticky. Everybody wanted the original, but the original was kept in a special drawer so that everybody else could copy off of it. But the original, or the copies, were never as good. I think that's how it's true with you as well. If you are trying to, if you see someone and you want to emulate them, that's fine. If there's someone who is a mentor, great. If you see a company, you're like, wow, I love the way they did this. Let's figure out how to do that for us. Let's figure out how to bring that into my business and make it my own. I completely support that and would love to help you do that. But if what you do is say, I'm going to just take that, I'm going to do it this way. I see it, there are a lot of industries where there are independent contractors within, if you get to like your real estate industry, mortgages, title, that kind of a thing. If you get into banking, some of the industries where there are a lot of independent people working for one great big brokerage, direct sales are that way, where you look at whatever the top dog is doing, you're like, oh, I'll just do that, and I just put my name and number on that, and away we go. It will never be as good as the original, and it's not going to work for you the way it worked for them, because that's their message to their people. Why would you send their message to their people when you have such a great opportunity to share your message with your words to your people? Do that. The original's always way better. I mean, look at Coke. The original's always better than a cheap knockoff of Coca-Cola. The same is true with you. You are an original. You were born an original. Stay that way. Brand like it. The second big issue I see with it is that your story never gets told. Have you ever seen, have you ever lip synced? You ever, standing there with a hairbrush, maybe in the bathroom when nobody's watching, and been like, ah, and you're saying all the words, but it's all in your head, and you've got a lot of energy and a lot of going on, a hair flip, a kick or two. You don't say anything, though. It's somebody else's story, it's somebody else's song, and you're singing it for them. What kind of nonsense is that? Business is hard enough as it is without growing someone else's business for them. Your story won't get told if you won't tell it. You're the only one who can do it. And your idle clients are clamoring for it. They're desperate to hear it. They're desperate to have you share it with them. They cannot wait for you to share it with them. So why on earth would you resign yourself and your idle clients to someone else's nonsense, someone else's story, just because you may not have the guts to tell it yourself, or you don't have the know-how to share it on your own? Your story has to be told. It gets to be told. You get to tell it. So you cannot be a copy. You must stand in your own awesome rock star shoes in the center stage, in the spotlight, and share your story 100%. You're the only one who can do it. It's got to be told, right? Look at it this way. Do you remember Milli Vanilli? Again, totally dating myself as an 80s chick. That's okay. Milli Vanilli got found out that they were telling somebody else's story, singing somebody else's song. They don't get to go to parties anymore, people. They don't have cutting new albums anymore. Tell your own story. It's got to be told, and you're the only one who can share it. The last danger I want to share with you is that when you are a copy, when you are a mimic, when you are doing it the same way everyone else does, it is harder to be seen. Your idle client is looking for you, right? You have the solution they are needing. You have the solution that they want, and they want it to come from you. And if you are busy repeating somebody else's nonsense, hi, my name is such and such, and I'm with such and such. Most places where I see in the movies, where I have heard somebody stand up and say, hi, my name is this, and I'm a this, it's in an anonymous club. And I don't mean to make that lightly of that, but you stand in your marketing industry and say, wow, why can't I be seen? Hi, my name is such and such, and I'm a such and such. You cannot stand out if you do it the way everyone else does. That's the easiest way to blend in. I remember a comedian used to talk about how if you go to big parties or even a wedding, and all the women are dressed up in these beautiful fancy dresses, right? And the men, they're all in their tuxedos. And she joked about how they like to look the same because it means they didn't make a mistake. Are you so afraid of making a mistake that you won't stand out? Really? The only mistake is not doing it your way. The only mistake you can possibly make in your brand is to not do it your way for your people. This is your story. There is no secret branding box that you get to jump into and hope it fits. There's no marketing box that you have to try to make this work for you. Do it yourself. You're the owner. You're the entrepreneur. You're the small business owner. You are the CEO. You make the decisions. You get to choose what comes and what goes. You get to decide how you market, who you talk to, what story you share. You get to decide what you charge for your services and your products. You choose. Do it your way. Your clients, your ideal clients, will have a better time finding you. It will be easier with less stress. They will find you more quickly if you share your story readily, if you do it your way, if you use your words, if you be the original you were born to be. There's no lasting, fulfilling win for being just like everyone else, right? I know that it's safe there. It's comfy if you show up and you say the same things everybody else does because you think that's what people expect you to say. Say something unexpected. Say something off the wall that makes people go, what? What do you do? What did you just say? Talk to me about what you're doing. Say something that gets a reaction and gets an engagement, not just what's expected. I mean, especially for you, those of you who are an entrepreneur, part of why we're entrepreneurs is because we have an issue with authority. Own it. I know I do. I don't deal well with petty authority. I don't deal well with real authority. Hi, Katie. I don't deal well with authority. So stop conforming your business to whatever else it is that's going on. Share your story. Use your words. Be the original that you were born to be. Be the original that your ideal clients depend on. Be the original and don't worry about who's making a copy of you. You're incredible. Yes, Katie. Sales is your love language. Fabulous. No one says that. No one I've ever met says sales is my love language. That is Katie Nelson. She's from Virginia. Look her up. She's amazing. That is the way she speaks about what she does. She doesn't come on and say, by the way, I'm a sales coach. She doesn't come on and say, I can help you make more money, even though all those things are true. Sales is her love language. She does it her way. And her people respond to that instantly. They know they're them. They can self-identify very, very quickly. Okay? Does that make sense? Be an original. There's no money in being a copy. You're just a cheap knockoff. There's no satisfaction and joy in being second place. To being one of those, you're going to get sticky, nonsense, crappy stuff all over your fingers if you're a copy. Be the original. Be amazing. Be awesome. And if you need some support, if you would like some support, if you're just not even sure where to start, call me. Go to my website, yourbrandbydesign.com/duet, and find a time on my calendar that fits your schedule the best. And we'll have a conversation about how to reclaim your originality, how to create a brand that is all about you serving your ideal clients and do what you do best. It'll be absolutely spectacular. If you would like one of those and you're not quite sure, you don't have time to go to my website right now, just drop duet down in the comments and say, pick me. I'll reach out and we'll get something scheduled so that you can reclaim your originality. Life's too short to be a cheap knockoff. So I cannot wait to talk to you. Have a fabulous day. And until you and I chat personally, rock on.